Oh, welcome back, and the action about to get underway. The second match tonight, Surma Hockey Club taking on the Tamil Nadu Dragons, and it will be two Dutch coaches going head to head, and we do actually have 4 Dutch coaches in the Hero Hockey India League in 2024-25. 2 Australians, 1 South African, and we have 1 German. Harmanpreet is going to be the player everyone's looking out for tonight. There's no doubt about that. But his opposite number is Amit Rohidus. And it's great to see the crowd has really filled up since that first game.
Yes, Ashley, and both great drag flickers, great ambassadors for the game of hockey. And they have done exceptionally well over the years.
There they are, posing for a photo. Hero HIL of Korea and Deepak Joshi are the 2 umpires. Amit Rohidus, I think, has won the toss and said, "We'll stay where we are, thank you very much." What's really great is seeing so many young girls here, and I'm sure they're going to love it when the women's competition gets underway. The umpires have taken their way out. I think we saw that Raghu Prasad is our video umpire tonight. Just waiting for the players now. They're trying to get them to appear. Harmanpreet jogs out first, Amit just behind him. And the big figure of David Hart follows Amit Rohidus out. And the players will line up across the centre. And I can tell you, we came on a fairly small aircraft into Raukela, and David Hart stood at the door, and his shoulders were above the entrance to the plane. And watching him go down the galley, he was bent over. He's a very tall man, and I think it's 6'5". So someone like me doesn't have to worry about those things. Here's the Surma lineup. Vincent Van Ash under the bar, and of course the centre of defence, Harmanpreet and Jeremy Hayward. They're going to be crucial. The midfield, Victor Vegne is one of my favourite players in world hockey. Such a combative player, and alongside him another great player, Vivek Sagar Prasad, and of course Harjit, who's really trying to make a mark. Gurjan up front with Burkhardt and Pawan Rajbar are going to be lively, and they've got plenty to come from the bench.
A quick look at the Tamil Nadu Dragons. The overwhelming figure of David Hart in the goal, Anand Lakra, the experienced Amit Rohidus holding central defence. Tom Craig will be playing in the centre, and a whole lot of youngsters who will probably add some pep into this team of Tamil Nadu Dragons.
So that is pretty impressive.
On this big screen, Sabi bowling it. Come on, here we go.
10,
9, 8, 7.
So the countdown, the crowd pick it up. We're down to 3, 2. The whistle goes and it's pushed back. Surma get us underway in their blue. Tamil Nadu Dragons in the gold. And it's going to be a free hit for them straight away. Goes to Tom Craig. Pushed it back to Amit Rohidus. Looked as if he was going to go square, but then comes to Kotajit. Good stick work that time coming from Sorsby, the sole Englishman in the Tamil Nadu Dragons squad.
It's pretty challenging to do that, Ashley, to keep smiling while you're playing. But yes, having said that, full marks and credit to Uttam. He enjoys the game, enjoys what he's doing, and does it at his best.
Martin Zwicker, who's out there, of course, for the Tamil Nadu Dragons. He's approaching 40 years of age, and I saw in an interview he was asked how long he could keep going. He goes, "Look, as long as I'm enjoying it, I'm not thinking about retiring." And I think that's a good way to look at it, as long as you can still perform.
That's pretty much the story of every sportsman, isn't it, Ashley? Keep playing as long as you're enjoying it.
Into the circle it goes, and just cleared by Della Torre. Yeah, you don't want that dreaded tap on the shoulder, do you? And people going, look, when is he going to go? better to go on your own terms. Good pass again, picked up by Uttam. Oh, through the legs. Strong on the ball this time from Zwicker. They're switching out now to the left-hand side, and Yadav. Janssen. Oh, he just managed to get that one past. It looked as if he was in trouble with Meninda closing down. Surma right in the far corner now, trying to find a way out defensively. It's a good little pass. Harmanpreet just so wise. Thrown forward this time by Tom Craig, and jumping high, trying to keep it in play. But I think he'd have needed a step ladder, to be honest, to keep that one in play. But willingness shown there by Blake Govers. Disguised pass down the line, picked up well though by Gurjan. Oh, that was a good save by David Hart, because he had a player running across his line of vision just as he made it.
Yeah, it will have to be something special to get it across David Hart. The first save coming up from the goalkeeper.
Nadu Dragons looking to take it out. That's the first, yes, Sandeep says, the first real action either keeper has seen. Gurjan with a really good run into the circle. And the reverse stick shot. And Hart, well, that was going in. But now it's Dragons on the attack, and they've got another chance. A little bit of purpose from them. Across it goes. Well, unfortunately, the man at the back post was just too far out. That was Sudev again.
Sudev Avaran not reading the ball, actually not reading the pass. And probably a chance gone a begging.
Well, it's interesting you talk about, I'll say it in a minute, David Hart. He, of course, is a two-time FIH Goalkeeper of the Year, and Vincent Van Asch is a three-time FIH Goalkeeper of the Year. So we've got two of the best at a certain stage in their careers going head-to-head today, and I'm sure they want bragging rights as it was carried forward. It was good work by Sorsby initially. Nice little shimmy again by Sudev, leaves it behind for Craig. Played infield from Meninda. And Surma again just taking their time. Harmanpreet.
Ashley just needs one team to break the deadlock. One team to get courageous and throw more men into attack, and that would change this game.
Well, the ball in the circle, but there was hardly anybody inside the circle. It's going to be a long corner though for Surma. Taken quickly, evaded the first challenge, comes wide now for Poncelet. Comes back to Poncelet again. Vignay, the man being busy around the circle, now carried forward by Harmanpreet. Manages to keep possession, even though he was being chased that time by Uttam. De La Torre to Poncelet. Harmanpreet, Poncelet, back to De La Torre. And desperate dive to try and keep that in play. And they just maybe hurried that just a little bit.
Just could be the case that you pointed out, Ashley, being way too casual before the start of the game.
Maybe, maybe not. So we're approaching the final minute. Surma goes into the midfield now. Good pass, managing to find Rajba. That'll be a free hit. Vegne comes forward, takes it. Oh, he looked as if he's going to go square. Drove through the middle. That's a penalty corner. So really good work by Victor Vegne. And look at his fist pump he gave as well.
Victor realizes how important this is. A great run into the circle. A strong one. Played the ball across and coming off the foot of the defender. First penalty corner for Surma Hockey Club. And remember, it's Harmanpreet Singh.
Well, will it be? He might say to Jeremy Hayward, you have a go. I'm just trying to see that. I don't think Hayward's out there. It's De La Torre, I think, alongside him. Nicolas De La Torre. But I'm sure it is going to be De La Torre. Oh, off target though. So they did do the sucker punch.
They did. Not executed to perfection though. I just thought the injection was a little off and pushing wide on that occasion.
Well, that would have been the ideal time to score in the final minute of the first quarter. As the clock ticks down, the ball played in again to Zwicker, and Zwicker to Janssen. Little flick forward, Tom Craig underneath it. Craig looking to drive forward for the circle, but he was the player penalised, playing on quickly Surma. That was good skills again by it was actually Poncelet rather. And the hooter goes, and that is the end of the first quarter. And really, apart from Gurjant's run into the circle and a beautiful shot on the reverse stick, saved by David Hart, there hasn't been much to write home about. So as we go into the first break, it is Surma 0, Tamil Nadu Dragons 0. Well, the second quarter about to get underway. It is 0-0 at the moment in this third match of the Hero Hockey India League 2024-25. And wherever you are in the world, because we believe this is going out to over 150 countries around the world, we hope you're enjoying it and you're going to stay with us for the next month. Carried out of defence, just slipped out to the left-hand side by Jeremy Hayward. And this time not able to trap that one on the reverse was Rajaba.
These are the balls that have to be picked up, especially on the reverse side.
Well, Pawan Rajaba, he was in the senior side and was told that basically his receiving was one of the areas he had to work on. So there you go. That'll be something to watch in his performances over the league. 7 caps he won, and then was told to go away and work on that. He has a knack of scoring goals, but that was the area that they felt just let him down. Hayward comes wide, this time to De La Torre. His pass was misdirected. Janssen intercepted, and back it goes now to Kotajit. Amit Rohidas now into the midfield. Martin Zwicker. Zwicker, of course, a world champion and Olympic gold medalist. Oh dear. Again, just took his eye off that and gave the opportunity to pounce. Strong on the ball this time is Nicolas Keenan. Nicolas Keenan from Argentina. Comes square again, just having to stretch a little bit there was Prasad. And, well, Gurjant that time, his touch just let him down. Normally, it's so on point, but that time, just a heavy touch, and then the Dragons pounced and cleared the ball. Nice little turn on halfway from Rahil. That was an ambitious pass, but it was actually deflected away from its intended recipient, Ryan Van Eyck. I don't think he was body popping there. I think he was just looking at what was going on from a different angle. Vegne wins a free hit again, gives his team a chance to just reset. There is Yaron Bart. Of course, his brother Sundar Bart played for UP Wizards in the old Hockey India League. Again, one of the young up-and-coming coaches. It's going to be interesting, I think. We talked about this yesterday, how we got so many young up-and-coming coaches and a few wily old wise heads also on the coaches of some of the franchises.
It's pretty much a mixed bag, isn't it, Ashley? Not just with the players, but with the coaches too. The experienced versus the youth with new ideas. Let's see who's going to come out on top at the end of 35 days.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Will it be youthfulness or experience? Vegnate tries to drill that one in. It was blocked by Amit Rohidis. He managed to avoid it hitting the back of his stick. Lovely little pass there through for Thomas Sorsby. Sorsby surging through the middle. Players either side try to find a foot. He's got a penalty corner. Great work by Thomas Sorsby. And what pace he showed there as he accelerated towards the circle.
Absolutely strong run by Sorsby, going straight towards the D. It was a 3-by-2 situation and did well to earn his team a penalty corner.
The first penalty corner for the Dragons. And this was the run by Sorsby, looking up, knew what he was going to do. And as the player was inside the circle, just dinked it onto his foot. There was very little Sukhvinder could do to get out of the way. So now Jip Janssen lines up at the first battery. Amit Rohidis at the second. They go to the Dutchman, Janssen. Oh, it's a deflecting. It's going to be another penalty corner. I think Surma are saying they might refer this one. I got a feeling I thought that caught the foot of the Dragons player.
Yeah, Shuma asking for the foot of the Tamil player. It's an inside circle, so please.
Okay, looking for the foot of
Raghu Prasad is
yes.
the man
I'll come back to you.
in the video box today. So injected by Tom Craig. Janssen. It was a good save. The deflection was there, and then I think it hits Craig's foot.
Darshan coming.
And his facial expression says it all, doesn't it?
Very clearly on his foot, Ashley.
Director, Darshan coming.
Go ahead, Raghu.
From the rebound of the
Yui?
goalkeeper.
Yes.
I have an advice for you. It is the foot of Tamil Nadu.
Van Ash, you've got to say it was a great save, but also he was a little bit fortunate, nearly went under the inside of his pad.
Thanks, Raghu.
So a really good referral by Surma, and all the players knew they'd seen it on the big screen, so had taken up their positions.
Yeah, just thought the teams would get a little more courageous and try to open up things a little, but not to me, not to be as of now.
Keenan carries it forward. Nice evasion of two tackles into the circle off the pads of Davy Hart. And then just played forward. Uttam accelerates over halfway, pushes the ball forward. Uttam feeding it to Blake Govers. Govers goes square on the 23-metre line, but cleaning up again is Poncelet.
There's a big gap developing, Ashley, between the forwards and defense of the Tamil Nadu Dragons, not having enough players come up in transition and try and create a chance up front.
Yes, Harmanpreet having some well-earned refreshments. You just wonder when or how one of these teams is going to break the deadlock. Vivek Prasad plays it into a little pocket in front of the defence, gets the ball back, and two players converging. Vivek Prasad now put under a bit of pressure. Turning away from trouble is Nicholas Keenan. So again, Surma just playing with the ball at the back. Vegne trying to take on the Dragons, gets a blow on the hand and a free hit. And a card issued as well. So they have a player advantage. Surma into the circle. Oh dear. Well, he did everything right except the shot just didn't come off his stick the way you'd hope. Harmanpreet should just mention, because we mentioned Tim Howard getting engaged, but Nicola Keenan got engaged to Rob Jetton in November, just at the end of November, so congratulations to the two of them. Dragons come forward. That was a clever pass to the top of the circle, but unfortunately, again, nobody in that space.
Yes, it was a great ball to the top of the D, but unfortunately, the Dragons being 1 or 2 men short in attack every time.
Oh yeah, it was a shame because Ephraim's had just gone a little bit too far forward. If he just held his run split second, it would have been the perfect pass. Intercepted well that time again by Vivek Prasad. He's getting more and more of the ball, which is probably going to be good for Surma. Sunit Lakra back to Vivek Prasad. Collision coming together. Really strong challenge from Rahil. You'd never think they were teammates in the Indian team when challenges like that come in. And now again, Dragons come forward. That was a good pass. Just dropping it back. Surging now is Tom Craig into the deep. And Van Ash comes off his line and makes a very important save. Well, Tom Craig really just crashed his way into the circle, didn't he? Barged his way through the defenders, and as the ball ran free, was just desperate to get on the end of it. Thrown to the air again, and it's brought down and just kept in play. Good work by Ephraim's. Janssen looking for Ephraim's again, and unfortunately Craig's run actually destroyed the perfect pass, didn't it?
This is good for Dragons now.
So a really good run. Here's the run. Van Ash off his line really quickly. And as he barged his way through the defence, no one went with Tom Craig. And that's how he created the opportunity for himself. Oh, a little bit of space now, top of the circle. Good turn. Brilliant save, David Hart. Comes out and denies the opportunity to Burkhart. Well, while Surma are arguing with the umpire, Dragons have gone on, and Craig into the circle, reverse stick. Oh dear, got the back stick that time. And that is the end of the first half. And I have to say, no goals as yet. Both goalkeepers with very little to do, as most of the play has been between the two 23-metre lines. This was the final action. Tom Craig, probably a little bit weary, and just get the back of the stick as he was trying to play that in. Had two players waiting at the near post and in front of goal. Couldn't find them. And so that means we go in at half-time. It is Surma 0, Tamil Nadu Dragons 0.
Either of the team has to have that extra man in attack to create a chance. So let's hope something changes in this half.
Let's hope so. Certainly, I want a goal. I don't know if you do at home. I'm sure you do. The tagline is bigger, better, bolder. They're going to have to be bolder in attack, and they're going to have to go big, and they're going to have to be better in the circle to get the goal if they're going to beat these two great goalkeepers. So it will be the Dragons to get the second half underway. And Blake Govers goes back to Zwicker. Janssen. I thought about going to Amit Rohidis. Rohidis just steps back a metre and then he goes, that's the perfect spot, and plays the pass. De La Torre. Harmanpreet again decides to carry it forward. He's going to lose out. Well, it was lucky it dribbled over the side. In fact, no, it's, well, Deepak Joshi, I think, was maybe not quite as clear to both the players as he thought he was. And I like that from Sunit Lakra. Sorry, not Sunit Lakra, it's Anand Jay, isn't it? Who's prepared to take on the captain of India.
And did well, didn't he? Didn't give him space down the line. Harmanpreet was trying to run down the line, but did well to force it back.
And he's just a 19-year-old. He's a drag flicker as well. He's on the ball now. Good tackle coming in from Hayward, though. Cleaned up by Vegne. Stops Zwicker getting to it. Great pass as well by Vegne. Here's a really good chance for Surma. Into the circle they come. Needed the ball in front of goal, and a wild swing from Gurjant that time.
I thought the whistle should have gone a little earlier with the raised ball. That looked dangerous.
Well, we're not going to see a replay there, are we? They've gone for a cup of chai. Garinda plays it back. De La Torre out wide. Angle pass. Oh, that was, if that had stuck on the end of the stick, just turn and go, wasn't it? Meninda, though, picks it up now. 4 defenders come with him if he's released it. Oh, so close. Just a slightly different angle and he was in.
Absolutely. A little square on that pass, and that was going in the goal.
Well, David Hart is coming off. So, coming on is Arasu. And as much as David Hart is, you know, a world-renowned goalkeeper, it's good to see them rotating the keepers and giving the young Indian players a chance. Rohidis out onto the left-hand side. Uttam trying to get around the back. Was he stick check? Yes. Free hit to Tamil Nadu Dragons. Approaching the halfway stage of the third quarter. A little bit more goal action in this quarter, but still no goals.
Neither team showing any real urgency, Ashley. Content at retaining the ball and hoping to create a better chance.
This to me is a game where you see them occasionally where teams are more scared of making a mistake and being punished than going out and trying to create errors in the opposition. But it is opening up a little bit as Gurjant has the ball now. Held up on the sideline, manages to play the ball back to Garinda. It's the busy De La Torre. Plays it forward again, finds Nicolas Poncelet. Poncelet, oh, gets a clear shove in the back from Yip Janssen. De La Torre comes forward, plays it in. Straight off the pads of the keeper. Could have probably just let that one run. That's the nerves when you've just come on the pitch.
Absolutely. It's the excitement of the situation that has made him pad that away.
So we'll just have to see what happens actually. All players gone down. And this looks to be not the best. I'm not quite sure what's gone there. Was it his ankle or was he... Anyway, the game goes on. He's back on his feet, sprinting back. Ludwig. Over the 23 metres, plays it to the top of the circle. Good strong lead. Played into the circle that time by Sudev. Free hit won by him. Sudev over the ball, plays it back to Zvika. Zvika out wide now. Good pass again to Ludwig. Ludwig into the circle, but has he won? No, he's gone straight out of play. Good ball forward. Now they need a good ball into the circle. And unfortunately, they don't get it.
The Tamil Nadu Dragons don't seem to have a particular pattern in attack at the moment, Ashley. They're just trying to seem to dash into the circle.
Lifted into the circle that time. Not sure, did it catch the Surma player on the way through? Certainly the way he went down, it looked like it may have just grazed his knee. And it only needs to graze your knee to be very painful. Now 3 minutes till the final break. Can anyone break the deadlock? Again, Surma trying to fire away around the back. Keenan back on, across the face of goal. Oh dear me. That was so close. But unfortunately, not able to get the touch that was needed. So Dragons happy to play it across the back line. Ball goes to Gowda. Uttam, nice change of direction there. Almost left Sunit Lakra in his wake, but Lakra recovered well. Janssen. Amit Rohidis to Zwicker. Sorsby. Strong challenge from Harmanpreet. Ball ricochets kindly again. Sukhvinder, not Sukhvinder, rather Maninda on halfway. Vegne leaves it behind for his captain, Harmanpreet. Final 2 minutes now of this quarter. Ryan van Eyck watching anxiously from the side. It was a good touch coming in. It needed to be as well from Anand Lakra. I'm beginning to wonder if we're going to see a goal at all in this game. And then we go into a shootout, and I'm hoping they can score in those.
Yeah, not to forget, Ashley, every game here will end in a result. If it is a draw in regulation time, it goes into a shootout.
But we should say it's not a win in the shootout, it's just a bonus point. So you get a point for winning the shootout and a point for the draw. So you end up with 2 points. Well, again, the players frustrated, not the decision they wanted. Easily cut out that time by Janssen, and again his ball forward cut out by Vegne. 42 seconds remaining. Vegne looking for players to get forward. I think he's quite happy to run the clock down. Comes across the back line now to Jeremy Hayward. In turn it comes to Poncelet. Poncelet carries it forward, gets almost to the baseline, then it's stolen away from him. Well-timed tackle. Brought down by Karti. Diagonal pass was a little bit telegraphed and Vegne steals it back. He drills that one forward. It's ricocheted top of the D, but harmlessly away from any Surma player. So the third quarter finishes and still no goals. And so as they head into the final break, you just wonder whether the coaches are going to have a card up their sleeve to maybe steal this match in the final 15 minutes. Well, there's David, and must be Goliath alongside him. So Surma Hockey Club 0, Tamil Nadu Dragons 0 as we head into the final break. And the players back out for the final 15 minutes of this first match for both of them in the Hero Hockey India League 2024-25. Are we going to see a winner before the end of full time?
I'm just wondering, Ashley, with the point system we have, 3 points if you win in regulation time, 2 points if you win it in a shootout, 1 point to the losing team in a shootout, and no points if you lose in regulation time. Do you think it will just force the coaches to play safe in the last quarter and maybe go into a shootout where you're short of 1 point at least, rather than losing the game and not getting a point at all?
Wow. Yeah, that might be the thought process. I hope not, because you want teams to go out there and win. Ludwig uses his reach to get past. Off the pads it comes of Van Ash. Penalty corner. So really patient that time from Tamil Nadu, and there felt like there was real purpose to that build-up. There you go, clear foot. Van Ash, can he keep them at bay? Waves his arms above his head, goes to Janssen. Van Ash saves, the rebound goes in, it's gone in. Well, I think it is in fact Ephraim's who got the final touch, but it was a messy goal. Take a look at the replay. Janssen's shot initially saved by Van Ash. The ball is free. Van Ash didn't clear it, and then it is Nathan Ephraim's, and that is a goal poacher's goal. Poncelet, a little bit of space for him now to carry through the midfield. Closes down now, pincer movement there. Hayward kept it in play somehow. Gets the free hit, forced along and then through the legs. And it'll be a penalty corner, because the reason was Sudev did not retreat the 5 meters before trying to make the tackle. They go to Hayward. Oh, another sharp save, but over the top it goes, and in it is gone. Gurjan, I think, was the man who just lifted it over the keeper. Oh, we're getting a referral though.
Yes, this is my own referral.
Okay.
Yeah, just when he just super the players just hit the defender.
Okay.
This is goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think this is an umpire referral. Hayward flicking. Sharp save. Was there anything wrong with that?
Yuri, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear.
There is no clear reason to change your decision. It's a goal.
Take a goal.
And it is a goal. So you were right, Surma surging back, and Gurjant following up the flick from Hayward has pulled them level. So just under 7 minutes left. I still think we're headed for a shootout though. Well, who wants to win it? That is the big question, as the smoke just slowly rises at the far end of the stadium. I think there was a little bit of smoke from Ryan Van Eyck, although he's a very cool individual. I just think he was a bit disappointed his team conceded. Good drive again through the middle that time from Hayward. Hayward certainly seems hell-bent on trying to get a victory. Kept in play right in the far corner. Good play again. Just lifted up, trying to steal it as he came through, but whistle had already gone. Look at Vegnate working so hard, looks to put pressure on Amit Rohidis. Strikes that one forward. Brought under control, this time by Garinda. Now turning and accelerating forward is Nikola Keenan. Keenan, of course, plays for Argentina, as his father did as well. Top of the circle. Oh, great tackle. That was a really important tackle made that time. It's Yadav who made the tackle inside the circle, kept it in off the pads of the keeper, David Hart. It goes. Vegne picks it up, although there's something off the ball. Umpire, you saw, I think it was a stick check. Parvan. You can almost hear a pin drop inside the stadium. The crowd have been subdued. They are just watching intently at the moment. Lovely ball in, but nobody on the path of that from Nathan Ephraim's. So free hit to Sorma. We're into the final 4 minutes. Are we headed for a second shootout in just this, the third game? Well, if we are, you would think Colin Batch would be pretty happy as the coach of the Bengal Tigers, because they've got the only outright win. That's gone over the baseline. Janssen goes out wide onto the left. Kotajit plays it forward. Tom Craig held up momentarily by Meninda, working hard. One of the forwards trying to defend on halfway. Not a good touch from Amit Rohidis. You won't see that too often. Keenan carries it forward now. Held up though just short of the 23. In fact, just over the line. And he gets a free hit. Coming across to take that now, Vivek Prasad. Plays the ball back to Garinda. Garinda to Harmanpreet. De La Torre. Carries over halfway. Held up again that time by... just lifted over the top. Infield to Vegne. De La Torre. Squares it, letting it run. That was almost a very, very good pass into the circle by Keenan. Just though was a little bit behind not Sukhvinder, Meninda. So Harmanpreet, we've got just over a minute and a half remaining. Surma seem as if they're happy to head into the shootout. Obviously got huge faith in Vincent Van Ash. Prasad makes a run up the flank now, wants the return pass. It's thrown overhead. It should be his ball. And it is. Taken quickly. It was Tom Craig who encroached into that 5 meters, but then another error now has seen possession go back with the Dragons. And Dragons changing their goalkeeper. Just wondering why you would change your goalkeeper with a minute left on the clock, unless it is just to run down the clock or help a team lose a little bit of concentration. Maybe it's to get David Hart ready for a shootout. Ball comes wide to Garinda. Garinda helping it down the line. Good ball in that time from Poncelet. Inside the circle, oh dear, Gurjan just fell over as he tried to hit that shot, and it just squelched off his stick. HIL comes wide now. Ludwig, down the line he goes. Manages to find Karti, and it's Van Asch that makes an unbelievable save at the death of the game. Here's the ball in, and deflected towards the far corner. Van Asch guts there though. Lifted into the circle. And that is the end of the match, and we are headed for another shootout. Well, both goalkeepers, I think, will be frustrated they conceded, but both of them were, I suppose, goals that you wouldn't expect. The conversations continue with Deepak Joshi, but the final score is Tamil Nadu Dragons 1, Surma 1. We've seen the umpires just confer with the two captains, and it will be Surma to go first in the shootout. 5 players, of course, 8 seconds to beat the keeper. It is a best of 5. Deepak Joshi just checking. David Hart under the bar. And it will be the hooter that signals the time to go. David Hart ready to come off his line, waiting for the hooter. Oh, it's taking a long time. There we go. Into the circle, spin, oh, great dummy, oh, wonderful finish. Really good from Harmanpreet.
How cool was that, Ashley? Absolutely composed Harmanpreet on that occasion. Driving into the D. Full 360-degree spin. Floored him totally, didn't he?
That was incredible.
And a great finish.
Hart was never going to recover from that. Now it's Tom Craig against Vincent Van Asch. Pushed the ball a long way forward, Tom Craig, and Van Asch saves. So after the first, it is 1-0 to Surma. Vegne is going to come up next.
Didn't really have an idea on what to do. Pushed the ball a bit too long and then went out of ideas.
Victor Vegne, as I said, is a man who likes to win, to battle right to the end, and he will want to beat Davy Hart. Vegne approaches Hart, turns, goes one way then the other, got round him, oh yes! Hart frustrated, and look at Vegne, gives it the Kabaddi high five, and there's a few words after.
Great movement, just move the goalkeeper around, first to his right and then to his left. But did the hooter just go off before he finished?
I'm not sure that it... we're just checking, aren't we?
Sound of seconds.
I couldn't hear the hooter, to be honest. Now, Hart stays on his feet well, shifts superbly for such a big man, 6'5". And then Vegne just accelerates here as Hart looks to close down. And just got away. I couldn't hear the hooter then, could you?
Or are they looking for something else, Ashley, that we've missed?
Okay. Okay.
Well, the goal
And they
counts.
keep their referee. Oh, sorry, it's mine.
So Moritz Ludwig now is up against Vincent Van Asch, and the fireworks have gone off a little bit prematurely. Ludwig now runs straight down the barrel. Van Asch puts his hand in his back, shouldn't be allowed, but Ludwig scores. So he keeps the Dragons in touch. Something I've noticed Vincent Van Asch does a lot is he puts his hand on the attacker's back when they turn.
Yeah.
And I can't play the ball.
Yeah, got you.
Director, can I have the replay, please?
I'm not sure. Was this referred as well because of the clock? I'm not quite sure. So we couldn't hear.
Joshi, can you hear me?
Yes, Raghu, I can hear you.
There is no clear reason to change your decision, and Surma Hockey Club lose their referee.
So it's a goal and they lose their referee. And
The goal
you
is going to stand. And now it will be Vivek Prasad for Surma Hockey Club against David Hart, trying to keep their 100% record. Can he make it 3 from 3? Vivek Prasad goes off to the right-hand side. Good. Well, it's a stroke. David Hart has been penalised. He's going to challenge that one. And in fact, Deepak Joshi is saying it's my referral. I thought Hart got the ball with his stick.
is there anything
Looks so too, actually.
because of it I can't
just wait
give
for
up
this.
a stroke?
My stick shows that he's
Replay.
tripped over me. I haven't moved my stick.
It's a
Joshi?
stroke or retake. Can you please check?
Okay, I'll just have a look whether it is a stroke or a
Yeah.
Vivek Prasad advances. Looks up as Davey Hart comes out. And he looks to turn, and this is where Hart pounces, and that's all stick to me.
Joshi,
Yes, Raghu.
I have an advice for you.
Yeah.
You may restart
Clearly
with
save with the stick, Ashley. I don't see any reason why
Yeah.
this should be a
And-
penalty stroke.
Yeah, David. Retake
No, I mean, it's the face of the stick.
because it's unintentional, so it's a retake.
It's a retake. Okay, so Vivek Prasad will get a second chance. David Hart will be a little frustrated, I'm sure. He felt he got that cleanly. Vivek Prasad again goes off to the right, left, right, and now he's gone clear and scores. Well, he went off to the right, then went back to the left. Big smile on his face.
Beautifully done by Vivek Prasad second time around. Moving the goalkeeper both ways. Going to the goalkeeper's right. And then gentle movement to his left. Floored him again and found the back of the net.
So now it's Thomas Sorsby for the Dragons to try and keep them in touch. 3-1 down at the moment. This would make it 3-2 after 3 attempts each. Sorsby shaped to take it early. Van Asch wasn't fooled. Van Asch steals it and clears. So now it is 3-1. And if Surma score this, they will claim the bonus point.
The experience of Van Asch standing out on this occasion. Dummied a hit, but Van Asch stood his ground, and look how cool he is. Very neatly done. Picked the ball out with the stick like a defender.
So it is now Nicholas Keenan, the Argentinian for the Surma Hockey Club. One hand on the stick initially, turns, trying to move hard. He gets it in the goal. The goal is awarded, and it is Surma Hockey Club that get the bonus point in this opening match after it finished 1-1. They win 4-1 in the shootout. David Hart could do nothing to stop this one. Sorsby created the space and then just lifted it over the outstretched stick of David Hart. He needs to practice the kabaddi celebration a little bit, but the desired result is the one that the Surma coaching team wanted. So after the game finishes 1-1, Surma Hockey Club claim the bonus point in the shootout by winning 4-1. Confirmation of the score, so Surma will be happy with that final result.